Alright guys, welcome back. This is going to be round 2 with this casket. I originally started filming all this with the casket with the intents on just painting it. But, yeah. I guess in the last video I spent a lot of time getting those hinges welded up. But that's okay. Now I have some durable hinges on this that I know will be good for when we go to car shows and stuff. So now it's time for paint.
Oh shit!
There you go. And I have all these goodies, well this is not paint, but I have all these goodies set out here, ready to go. We've got some 04 and 08 metal flake. We've got some 04 red flake. Some Cincy red powder. Red candy concentrate. Our base silver. And then we've got inner coat and clear coat. The inner coat is what I'm going to mix with the red candy concentrate and the red flake to do the lace and the color. We got the silver base. Of course, we're going to add the metal flake to the silver base. And then the first coat of clear is going to get a little bit of this red dye. This is just a powder. I haven't opened it yet. Yeah, this isn't so much a flake, it's just a powder that will be mixing in with the clear coat to give it just a little bit of a red tint on the clear coat. Should be kind of cool. I almost candy the clear coat in a way. And I'm probably going to mix some of this in with the actual candy. Stuff looks cool. Has its own bit of a metallic to it as well. Really cool stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. I do know more than I did last time though. But yeah, I got everything set up. Got the spray gun. Got this thing pretty well figured out now. See, I did the proper filter on it. One that I can drain, a little bit of reusable one. Pressure reducer here at the gun, instead of just dropping the whole airline, drop right here at the gun, make it a little nicer. Still using the disposables. Got the little disposable bladder inside. This one just got some paint on the outside, but it's actually still clean on the inside there. Got a whole bunch of these. Yeah. One thing you'll notice I'm missing from this bench is those little filters. Like these guys. Right here? Yeah. I have them. We're not going to be using them. And actually, that's one thing I'm going to have to make sure I do when it comes to this. And these lids right here, I'm actually gonna have to take, there's a screen in here. I'm gonna have to take those screens out. Usually, when you're shooting normal paint, you would want the filter and the screen. Yes. But this stuff won't go through it. Anyway, enough talking about this. That stuff is so cool. We're gonna get busy. First things first though, we gotta sand the box down. So I'm gonna put some tunes on, throw the time lapse up, and get busy. Let's go. Guys, there we go. Got it in sealer now. So I think I'm gonna let this kick overnight. Come back in the morning and just probably hit it with a scuff pad real quick just to smooth it out. Give it a good wipe down, and then we'll shoot some silver on it. So here we go. Tin primer. Step in the right direction. All right, guys, get the box wiped down with a scuff pad. Got it clean. I think we're ready to paint. Lime line base coat. And urethane reducer. 65 to 85 degrees. It is currently 74 outside, so we're right in that window. And this mixes 1 to 1, I believe. Yeah, 1 to 1 with urethane reducer, medium urethane reducer. I mean, I can't screw that up, can I? I probably can, but all right, let's see what we got. I don't know how much paint it's going to take to cover this thing, so I figure we'll mix a quart. So half of this, half of that. We'll mix up a quart. We'll see what that looks like. I don't know. I really don't know how much it's going to take. I don't want to mix too much and not use it. So I'm sure I'll just put a couple extra layers on it. Oh. Nice and clean. So How the hell do these lines work? That doesn't make any sense. We'll mix up a pint first. We'll mix up a pint. We'll see what a pint does. I guess this cup's got everything right on it. You can always do that too. I want to mix it in this thing so we can mix the metal flake and stuff. Yeah. Again, guys, I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't. I watched a couple of YouTube videos. And I'll try to link a couple of them in the video here. Some of the videos I watched and actually learned a fair bit from. Alright. So, we're going 8 ounces of this. Here we go. Okay, 8 ounces of that. And then 8 ounces of urethane reducer. Gave us something. Ooh. It's pretty. Alright. So, in the beginning of the video I mentioned I had 04 and 08 flake. Like every time I looked at these containers, I only seen one label at a time, so I assumed I had 04 and 08 glitter. Shit's like fucking herpes. It's already on me. I don't. I have 2 containers of 04. Either I screwed up, I gotta look back at my order, either I screwed up or Amazon screwed up and sent me 2 of the same. It doesn't matter. The 04 should shoot a little nicer. It should lay down a little bit easier than the 08. I kind of wanted a mix of 04 and 08 because 08 you can still shoot out of a 1-3 tip without problem. But it is what it is. It's alright. It's just a casket. It's just a casket, so it is what it is. Alright. Now this says 85 grams, which mixed contents of 1 quart of clear coat, inner coat, or base coat. We got half a quart, 16 ounces, so we'll put roughly half of this in here. Quite half. Not quite half. Just a shade over. There we go. I'd say that's about half a jar. I like it. Oh my God. This stuff does, in fact, get everywhere. Boop. Holy cow. Ooh. Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh man. Look at how sparkly that is. All right. Now, one thing we gotta do here, don't mind the red on this cup. It's actually just on the outside. It's from when I had that oops. The inside is nice and clean, right? There's just shit on the outside. Inside nice and clean. But the one thing we gotta do is we gotta get rid of this screen in here. These kits come with a built-in filter. God damn. Which is nice, unless you're spraying glitter, because yeah. The flake ain't gonna get through that. All right. Nice and clean. Don't want any contaminants getting in this stuff. Let's mix it up one more time. One thing I did see a lot of people commenting on when they were talking about mixing or spraying flake is to keep it mixed. The flake will naturally fall to the bottom. So you want to keep mixing it, keep it suspended just before you pour it, and then just before you spray it. And as you're spraying it, keep walking the cup back and forth a little bit, keep it mixed up and suspended. What they're saying is there's a fair amount of flake in the bottom of that. All right, put that cap on. Put our lid on. Swirl, swirl. All right, get this in the gun, get it set up, and we'll start shooting here in a minute. All right, guys, well, got the gun tore down, and yeah, we have a sparkly ass silver casket. And yes, you can see the dent right there, right there, yeah. You definitely see that dent now. Not that worried about it, honestly. Should be able to hide that with the pinstriping and the lace. So, that was one thorough coat. I had the gun set fairly light on the spray, on the fluid side, so I didn't overdo it. mainly because I'm still getting used to it. So I figured less is more, and I would just do less more. But that was that entire cup, all but a couple drops of it in there. So that would have been what did we say that was? 8, right? Yeah, it was 16 ounces of paint mixed. You had real good coverage. I'm real happy with it. I'll turn the camera around so you guys get a little better look at it. You know, I can't complain. Outside of that dent right there, and yes, that dent goes like there and then there. There's 2 of them up here. And yes, I probably should have body worked those out, but again, it's just a damn body box. But you know, for that being my first time actually shooting a spray gun like that, like I'm fucking happy with it. I am ecstatic. Like I said, there's a few spots right there. I could have done some body work. There was actually body work from the factory right there, and the body work was chipping out, so I just sanded it as smooth as I could and laid it down. The side panel's not too worried about because you got those the handles and everything right there. And I'm not worried about it. Not worried about the body work. I just want the paint to be looking decent, and it does. Wow. All that sparkle. Hell yeah. All right, I figured I'd get outside here in some fresh air. I apologize for all the cicadas and the air conditioner and all that happiness in the background, but just wanted to say real quick, the thing with Delia is she's never going to be on the cover of Lowrider magazine, no matter what happens. She's never going to be this prized show car, you know. One of my good friends, Eric Nelson, he's got a 64 Impala he calls the Chronic. That thing lives in a garage. It's a trailer queen, and rightfully so. It is the epitome of a lowrider. It is if you think of a 6'4" Impala lowrider with the candy stripe paint, the hydraulics, the chrome undies, the chrome everything, chrome and gold plated everything on this car, she is a show car, and he drives it. It's not a total trailer queen. He drives it around town, you know. But Delia is never going to be that level of a car. She is always going to be a street car. I don't want that level of a car. Truly, right now, I don't. I have a toddler. Toddlers are destructive, you know. And probably next summer, he's gonna be out in the garage with me working on stuff, and he'll come walking through the garage with a screwdriver in his hand and walk right past Delia. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen one of these days. You know? So I don't want that level. And I'm not at that level yet. I don't expect my work to be at that level yet. Mechanically, oh yeah, mechanically I'm at that level. Not to brag, but my paint and body skills are not at that level, so I'm not stressing it. You know, this casket, Delia's top, hell, maybe even that 69 sitting right there. I might end up repainting that 69 for the guy who owns it. I'd be comfortable with repainting that car. I can make it look a lot better than it does right now. I know that. After seeing what I just did to that box in there, I got some confidence in me. A little bit. Don't get me wrong, just a little bit of confidence. I'm not getting too big for my britches here or anything, but I've got a little confidence. You know, I feel really good after what I did there. We'll see how this box turns out, but yeah, like I said, I just wanted to say what I'm doing in here. This is a little 2-car garage. You see how big my garage is? Okay. My car is longer than my garage is deep. It's just a little 2-car garage. I'm just out here fucking off having fun. That ain't no paint booth. That ain't, you know, it's no fab shop, but I make do. And I'm gonna make some pretty cool shit here. Hopefully you know, a couple of years down the road, I get a bigger shop, bigger place, and we can do bigger things. But for right now, I'm pretty proud of what I'm pulling out of a little 2-car garage here in Fremont, Ohio. But yeah, anyway, enough yapping. We're gonna let that kick tonight all the way, and tomorrow we'll probably, I don't know, I've seen two schools of thought on it. Take what we have here now and 400 grit, sand it down. Fire truck. Sorry, squirrel. Anyway, take what we have now and sand it down with like 400 grit to smooth it all out, and then tape and stripe it, or wipe this down and clear it, then tape and do all my graphics. I gotta do a little more reading because I've seen it done both ways, and I gotta find out what are the pros and cons. I've got plenty of clear. I've got like 1.5 gallons of clear. So I got plenty of intercoat too. So I could probably just shoot 1 or 2 layers of intercoat over what we have to bury the flake in intercoat, and then start laying our graphics down, or sand it down and do it the other way. I don't know. So I'm gonna do some research and we'll come back to it tomorrow. All right, guys. So I went and did a little research, and one of the guys I really like watching, his name's Gooch. I can't remember his channel name. I think it's over here. Maybe it's over here. I don't. One of these 2 corners. Maybe this corner. I'll link his channel up there. Check him out. He does really, really cool work. And while most channels would say to sand everything down with like 400 grit, get the whole surface smooth, and then lay your graphics down, he puts a couple coats of intercoat down, or clear coat, over the flake, and then lays the graphics on the intercoat. He kind of just goes over it with a rag or his hand in some cases, and knocks all the loose high stuff off the paint. So that's what I went and did. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I look like I just went to a Lady Gaga concert, which isn't a dig on Lady Gaga. I love her, so yeah. But I'm covered in glitter. So that's what I did. I went through with a rag and wiped the whole box down aggressively and knocked all the high stuff off of it. It actually went from feeling like almost 80 grit sandpaper. The texture that was on top had almost like an 80 grit sandpaper texture because of all the metal flake, down to like a 400 or 800 grit texture. Still got a little bit of texture to it, which it will because of the metal flake, but it's a lot different texture now, a lot smoother. So we're gonna go through and we're gonna shoot probably about the same amount, I think, of the intercoat here. And this too is a 1-to-1 with urethane reducer. This stuff here. We'll put a good couple coats of this on, same amount really, and go from there. 8 ounces of that. There you go. Another 8 ounces of that. I like this stuff. It's pretty easy math. Now for this, we will leave the filter in the cup, or in the lid. We'll leave that little filter in there because we're not shooting any flake. I've almost got my gun put back together. Probably should have done that before I mixed it. Sweet. All right. So, get this mixed up. Yeah, just go ahead and pour it in there. It just came out of the box, but I still like to make sure they're clean. Again, we're not painting a show car here, but at least try, right? At least put the attempt into it. This is all about learning. Learn how to do this stuff. Something I've been kind of scared of for a long time. Just in general, I've done little stuff, but never anything big like this. So yeah, this is all about learning. Oh, there it is. I meant to grab something to drink before I put this on. Oh well. You guys are getting this uncut. No cuts, no nothing. Coat. All right, guys. There's one good solid wet coat of clear on there. I may put a second coat on here. May not, I don't know. I'll tell you the one thing about the clear coat is it really, really highlights the imperfections. Which, yeah, I knew there was some. Probably should have put one more coat of base on here, but that's all right. Like I said, I'm not that worried about it. This is me learning, playing around learning, and I can tell you when we do Delia's top, everything that's left, all the base coat that I have left, which is 3/4 of a quart. Yeah, I've used. Yeah. There's 3/4 of that can left. That all 3/4 that's going on the top of that car. There's one thing you can almost see it right there. You can see just a little bit of variance right there. You couldn't see that with the primer or the base coat, but as soon as you smoke it with the clear, you can see it. That's okay. There's going to be pinstriping through that. candy lace over top of it. There's gonna be all kinds of stuff to distract your eyes from that stuff. I am gonna sand this. It's gonna be probably hit with some 400 real quick. The clear gave me a good extra amount of material to play with. But that'll be next time. I'm gonna cut this video off here. I'm trying to get these videos down in the 30-minute range, 35 minutes, make them a little more digestible. So hopefully you guys are enjoying slightly shorter videos. It's hard to sit here and watch me for an hour, I know. But I am trying to get the videos a little easier to watch. There we go. We have a shiny casket. Yeah. So next video, we will start laying some stripes down and shoot some candy. Hopefully have this thing finished up in the next video. So, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hearstfest coming up soon, coming up very soon. And also, if you made it this far in the video, October 10th, New London, Ohio, which is outside of Norwalk. They've got a beautiful park out there, and they are hosting a wonderful trunk or treat. I've never been there before, but I got invited. Actually, I should say Delia got invited. I just have to drive her there. But David and I are gonna go out for that. Hopefully I can bring a couple more of you casket cruisers with us. It'd be great to show up with a whole bunch. So I'm gonna be posting all that on social media, where it's at and all that happiness. Hopefully see you out there too. But that's it for tonight. I'm gonna finish editing this video up and get it posted. So stay tuned. Next round, lots of taping and candy.